Alright class, remember, the velocity formula is v equal to u, plus, a, times, t. Just memorize it, apply it, and you'll be fine for the exam. Any questions?
Wait, Mrs. Green. Why does this work? Why does this formula exist? Like, where did this thing come from? You thought, hey, let's just add velocity, initial velocity, and acceleration together and, boom, magic happens?
Ebenezer. It's a formula. You don't need to know the story behind every equation. You just use it.
But, there's a story. There has to be. Maybe it's like a grand discovery, some great scientific breakthrough. What if it came from a lab explosion or an ancient text? You're telling me no one even wonders why?
Ebenezer, you're overthinking it. It's a formula. We use it. End of story.
No! There's a deeper meaning behind all this. I'm going to find out the true origin of velocity formulas. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Where did velocity formulas come from? Was there a mysterious scientist behind this? A secret society of physicists? Wait. Ancient Egyptians. Wheels. Of course. That's where it all began. They invented motion. The first wheels, the first formulas. It's all connected. This is it. This is the missing link in physics history. I'm going to be a legend. Guys, I cracked it. The velocity formula is a direct descendant of ancient Egyptian wheel calculations. The Egyptians were the first to understand motion, and that's how we got velocity. Ancient Egyptians? You do realize this is physics, not archaeology, right? Ugh. Wheel. Fast. Good idea? Exactly. The Egyptians weren't just about building pyramids, they were thinking about how things moved. And that's where the velocity formula came from. I guess. But are we sure about this? I think you might be a little too excited about this wheel thing. No. I've cracked the code. It's brilliant. I'm telling you, this is huge. I'm going to tell the entire class tomorrow. They'll finally understand the true purpose behind formulas. Class, I've uncovered something that changes everything about how we think about physics. The velocity formula wasn't just invented, it's rooted in ancient Egyptian wheel theory. You see, when the Egyptians invented the wheel, they were working on the concept of motion, and that's where velocity came from.
Ebenezer. This is not correct. None of this is remotely related. The velocity formula is a result of centuries of scientific discovery, not the ancient Egyptians.
No, listen. If you look at the motion of wheels, the rotation, and how things accelerate, it's all there. The Egyptians had to understand the idea of velocity first before they could invent the wheel. This is revolutionary.
Ebenezer. This is not a history class. This is physics. What you're saying has no basis in any sort of real science. And you are confusing your classmates.
I'm helping. I'm teaching them the truth.
Ebenezer. I'm going to be blunt. You've caused a disturbance in class. You've misled your peers with this ancient Egyptian wheel theory nonsense. We can't have you spreading misinformation like this.
But I was just trying to help. I thought I was thinking critically. It was a brilliant connection.
Brilliant. Sure. Like how modern science is based on ancient Egyptian wheel technology. That's what we all need, more wheel-based physics theories.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't as solid as I thought. But I just wanted to understand why. I didn't want to just memorize stuff.
Ebenezer, critical thinking is great. But you need to base your theories on facts, not random connections. If you want to be a great scholar, start by learning the real stories, not the ones you invent in your head.
I guess. I may have gotten a little carried away with the whole wheel thing. So, I hear you've been researching ancient Egyptian wheel theories? Dad, I messed up. I thought I was thinking critically, but I ended up just making stuff up. Well, that's one way to learn a lesson. But listen, critical thinking isn't about making wild guesses or jumping to conclusions. It's about asking questions, but also looking for evidence, testing ideas, and learning from what's really out there. Yeah. I guess I got a little too excited about finding hidden truths. Don't worry. It happens to the best of us. Just remember, sometimes the real answers are simpler than we think. Right. No more ancient wheel theories. Just good old-fashioned math. There you go. And remember, it's okay to get things wrong, as long as you learn from it. Critical thinking, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about understanding how the wheel works.